Boom, it's your boy DJ Jahmar International from the Reggae Connection, 12 Tribes TV. And for our first interview, like promised, I bring to you Boog.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Boog? You good?
Good, man. Yeah, really good.
Long time.
Yeah.
So tonight you're in Tucson for a show at the Rialto Theater.
Mm-hmm.
What can the people expect tonight?
Some real good vibes, man. We've been on the road for a while now, and I mean everybody's in sync with each other, and everybody's just really waiting to play for Tucson. We came over here a couple times with Catch a Fire by ourselves and with Revolution, and we just can't wait to provide a show for everybody tonight and make sure everybody come out and have a good time with us. Yeah.
Definitely. Now, me and you became acquainted with each other 2 years ago when I was your opening DJ at the Tucson show.
Yep.
And definitely, you brought it. It's like I tell people all the time, if you've never been to like a Hawaiian reggae show and stuff like that, don't knock it till you try it. That you have to hear Boog because it's more than just a performance. It's more than you just singing a song. It's more of like a movement.
Yeah, I mean it's all about that. But then first and foremost, it's just pretty much all about vibes and all about a good time and love. Yeah.
Definitely. So let's get started on this. How did you come about the name Boog? Where did that name come from?
It was a name that my cousin gave me. I just pretty much couldn't sit still as a teenager. I always wanted to be in a party or go here, go there, and I couldn't sit still, so they named me Boogie. So Boog, that's where we got it from.
Definitely. Now, I read somewhere that your father is actually a chief. Where you're from? Yeah. How was like that being the son of a chief? Was it like a lot of pressure on you? How was that?
No, not really. I mean, he's the chief of our family, of the Alpha Mata family, and it's not really any pressure. You know what I mean? We all understand what my pops has to go through, and we all know what we got to do, but we always got to be there for our family whenever time is needed, you know what I mean? And as far as our culture goes, we know it front to back, so I mean, we're going to be there regardless, and yeah, support our family to the fullest.
So you have brothers and sisters, correct?
I got 7 brothers and 1 sister.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the youngest too.
Hey. Shout out to the family.
Yeah.
So growing up, who are your musical influences?
Man, everybody. Everybody else. I mean, we listen to a whole lot of reggae, from Bob Marley to Gregory Isaacs to Dennis Brown, Barrington, Still Post, Oswald, and then hip hop. You got DJ Quick, NWA, Snoop, Nate Dogg. Like, I don't know. We love Guns N' Roses, freaking POD, everybody, man. That just whoever came on the radio that was playing at the time. I mean, whoever we had playing in our house. But the reason why we love reggae so much because we always could turn it up in the house when we were kids, you know what I mean? And our parents really didn't understand the music back then, but then they knew that this one didn't have cuss words in it, you know what I mean? and it was a good feeling to them, so we get to bang it in the house, and we got used to it all the time.
So when you decided that you wanted to do music professionally, was your family supportive on it?
Yeah, they were. I mean, it wasn't no huge push. Like, I mean, they wanted me to do well and succeed and do whatever we could, but it wasn't, we didn't know where to even start. I didn't even know where to start. We pretty much were like, trying to figure out who had a studio in the hallway of a basement or something like that. You know what I mean? The first studio I've been into was with beds hanging for our soundproof, and then with a janky mic. But we thought it sounded dope because we get to get it on wax. But I mean, I don't know. We went from that to owning our own studio now. So I mean, we're feel pretty good, man.
And you're originally from Compton, correct?
Compton, California, yeah.
Good. So now I got a hard question for you now.
What's that?
If it wasn't for music, and you decided one day, say if you had never fallen into music, what job would Boog be doing?
What job Boog would be doing? I'd probably be back at the refinery. I was at the refinery for years until we started doing music. I was working with my brother, and we were in catalyst. We were doing catalyst services. Then we hopped on the boiler making, and it was going pretty well actually. You know what I mean? But this was a sacrifice that I took to just go and try to fulfill my career in music, and it's happening slowly, but we're getting there.
Definitely. Now you said you have your own studio. Could you elaborate more and let people know what Wash House Music is?
Wash House Music is an independent label, and they've been there for me from the very first start. And we've formed a brotherhood, man, that cannot be broken. We got our brother Anuatu, that's my manager now, and brother Jonah, that's the head of Wash House. And I mean, we don't really see it as a business for our side. I mean, we all look at it as friendship and brotherhood, you know what I mean? And we've been in this from the start, and it ain't gonna stop.
Definitely. So how would you describe your style of music? Would you say your music is reggae, or would you say it has its own name? What would you describe your style of music as?
I don't know. It's definitely has reggae beats to it. My probably pattern won't probably be a traditional reggae artist or whatever, but I mean, in all, everything is feel good music to us. You know what I mean? And that's how we try to put it out as just reggae music. Yeah, it's there's different types of reggae throughout the world, but then I guess you would say our bud from California or Hawaii is that type of bud. You know what I mean? This is that type of reggae music. So, yeah.
Now, me myself being Jamaican, I know a lot of people on the Jamaican forefront when they became familiar with the name J Boog is off of your hit single by Don Corleone, "Let's Do It Again."
Mm.
Now, how did that whole collaboration with you and Don Corleone come about?
This was actually years ago. Gramps took us down to Jamaica for the first time, and we went with Wash House and Gramps, and we went down there to fill out a couple studios and record some music down there. This is our very first time out there, and we've been wanting to go there for years, and we finally got the chance to. And he actually just pretty much introduced me to Don, and you know what I mean. He's been working with Don for a long time, and we actually got in the house and made the link from there. You know what I mean. He introduced us to each other, and I was a huge fan of his from the start. And the very next day, he just dropped me off at the house. He was like, "All right, you gonna work with Don today?" I was like, "Huh? What? What are we doing?" But yeah, it was a blessing, man.
So having that song, "Let's Do It Again," after you finished recording it, let's get back in the studio. When you were recording, did you ever think that this song was gonna be the biggest song on the rhythm? That it was gonna be as big as it was, like killing Jamaica, like playing all throughout?
I wasn't killing nothing. You know, we were just, I guess, at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? And we're just grateful for the opportunity, and we're thankful that it even got that far. You know what I mean? We're thankful that it even got out the studio. But then, throughout the months that time, Don would call us at the studio. He'd be like, "Yo, song is going crazy in Jamaica right now," and we'd trip out because we didn't even think that we had that type of effect or, you know, lyrics to even match up to what was going on at the time. But we were just grateful for the opportunity, and we thank them for that, man.
Now, you've had other songs that have actually shot on the charts in Jamaica. Most recently, the song TJ Love Me. How did that collaboration come about?
It was through Peter Morgan. Pete was at the house and we were recording some music, and then I guess TJ shot him a rhythm. He was like, "Yo, Boog, you need to get on this right now." So we just put it on, and we felt the music, and we started writing from then on. And then that's how it happened. Then we shot the video for it in Guam. It was a couple years back, I think. Yeah, but that was I like that song. That song was actually about my girl too.
Definitely, definitely. So when it comes down to all the music you've done, do you remember the feeling you first felt when you first heard your song play on a Jamaican radio station? Like the feeling that you had inside you?
I had a crazy feeling because I think we were listening to IRE FM at the time. I forgot who dropped it. I think it was either Ron or Wizzle. Somebody dropped it, but I know we were listening to it at the time, and we were tripping out because we were pretty much one of the, I don't know, I guess the first Polynesian artist to be even played in the Jamaican air radio. So we were happy about it. But you know, I don't know. I couldn't really explain the feeling. You know what I mean? But it was a great feeling to have, and we really enjoyed it, man. And we just thank Jamaica for the support too. You know. So yeah.
So are there other Jamaican producers or artists that you would like to collaborate in the future that you haven't had the opportunity to collaborate with?
Definitely. Well, I would say some names, but we already kind of collabed with them, and they're going to be coming on a new project coming up. It's actually our album. I don't want to say the names and give out the secret already, but I know the one I do want to collab with in the future. It'll be Damian Marley, definitely. And he's been, Damian Marley and Cali Buds, of course. They've been the two CDs in my, two MP3 things in my iPod.
Digital age now.
That I've been looping every damn day. But yeah, definitely, man.
Definitely. So when your music is heard and the message that comes with your music, what makes J Boog more of an artist where you kind of keep your music more on the clean side, more than saying, okay, I'm gonna go do me a slack song, like a hardcore dancehall song?
I wouldn't say dancehall slack, but I mean like probably some of the real crazy sex dancehall songs. I probably won't do any of those. Those aren't my type of music that I want to put out. But I mean, it sounds cool in clubs. You know what I mean? Nothing knocking that. But I'm down to do some more dancehall. I just don't get those rhythms sent to my email. They always send me one drops and love it. This is cool. I'm down with that too.
So based on everything that you've seen, I guess the state of dancehall right now, dancehall and also reggae, where do you see it? Like, do you see Polynesian coming more to the forefront, like getting more of a chance now than before?
I think the chance was always there. You know what I mean? We just need to be heard, and we're finally starting to get heard. We're finally starting to have a lot more artists from our side to come out and speak out and not give a damn anymore. You know, and I think that's a good attitude to have sometimes, because we do have some good music out there, and it does need to be heard. Coming from New Zealand, coming from Tonga, Fiji, everywhere, Samoa, like, yeah, they're starting to grow right now, and it's going pretty good. So yeah,
Definitely. So do you produce yourself?
No. Something I don't do. But I'll give like a little beat for a bass line or something, like with my mouth, and that's it. But yeah, I can't play anything.
So in the future, could you see yourself or possibly Washouts putting out their own rhythm?
We actually have. We've already been collabing with Royal Order, and it's actually under Greenstone Production and Royal Order teamed up. So we do have production out there.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely. So with everything, and back on, again, we're going to focus on the more Polynesian thing. Sometimes I know as a DJ myself that a lot of people, they'll say, well, poly reggae, that's not really reggae and this and that. And then sometimes they'll mix up like California reggae. They'll say, oh, well, it's like the white boy reggae. How do you see that?
I don't. I mean, regardless of what everyone thinks about, this is reggae or this isn't reggae or whatever it is, man. You know, a lot of people from around the U.S. or a lot of people outskirts really know reggae from Bob Marley, and Bob Marley's been traveling and dropping seeds, and you know, this is like our interpretation of it. It may not be the like real Jamaican reggae, but I mean, it's their interpretation of it. You know what I mean? There's no disrespect to Jamaica or anybody else. It's just their own personal interpretation of it. They may get it wrong, they may not, but they're still putting reggae on blast. You know what I mean?
A lot of times, you know, when I listen to your music, I listen to Spawn Breezy's music, Revolution, the Green Tribal Seeds and stuff like that. A lot of people are like, that's not reggae. And then sometimes when I take it back to, I'm like, to me, it is in a sense more genuine reggae, because one, with a band, especially with instruments and stuff like that, it's not really all like synthesized. That it's a lot more band music. That it reminds me a lot of early Steel Pulse, Bob Marley. That it's more of a vibes music. It's more not like something where you just record real quick and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Next song.
Yeah.
So
sorry, what was the question?
So it really drops down to that. I feel like reggae music, it expands globally. That it's kind of grown bigger from being from the island of Jamaica. Now it's gone as a worldwide thing.
Definitely.
And how do you feel like when you go certain places? And I'm sure you've been to countries where maybe people don't even speak English, but they can sing your song word for word. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel inside yourself? Like,
I mean, it feels great. You know what I mean? And we couldn't even get our music out there without recording it with certain producers or getting it from the sound system playing it. You know what I mean? It's like a whole link of change that got us out there. You know what I mean? And we feel great, and we're glad it's good music we're putting out there, and nothing we're slacking on, and I'm glad that people enjoy it and embrace it.
Definitely, that's a good thing. Now with you and do you have artists of your own that you're putting out also, like other Wash House artists?
Right now we actually just dropped from our brother Lionfire. He's from Kalihi Valley, Hawaii, and Wash House just dropped the album. I think it came out a couple weeks ago, and it's called Salute the Crown. And yeah, we did that. Yeah, we've known him for a very long time. He's a great artist. He got some crazy dancehall tracks on there, and yeah, we got a whole lot of friends from back home as well, from Jahmar to CLC, Kivini. Like, everybody's just, we're all pushing together.
So when people when you say Polynesian reggae, the first name that you hear people say, they say J Boog. Do you look at yourself in a way? A lot of people are saying that you're the ambassador, that you're at the forefront, that you're really driving the force into saying, like, hey, you know what, we're here. You know, we have a voice to be heard. How do you look at that? Like, is there pressure on you to say, like, hey, you know, the world's on my shoulders?
Nah, not at all. I don't feel that way whatsoever. Probably other people may look at it like that, but I mean, we're just another voice and thing, just trying to spread the music, just trying to spread the love and the message. You know what I mean? That's our job to do, and it's something we love to do every day. So we're grateful for it, man. And And you know, if it wasn't for like the people who helped me out or who break down doors for me to get through, this would be nothing. Like as far as Fiji goes, you know what I mean? It goes all the way back to Monaco Company, back to, you know what I mean, all kind of stuff. But yeah, we're just grateful for the opportunity, and we ain't trying to hold no world on our shoulders or nothing like that. No.
Definitely. So if you could say one thing to your fans, what would you say to your fans?
Thank you. Every day. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for the support throughout the years, man. We love you guys. Big up. Allah.
Respect. And I want to thank you for being with us today, J Boog.
Man, thank you.
All right. This is DJ Jahmar International from 12 Tribes TV, the Reggae Connection. We sign out with J Boog. Boom bang.
Bless. All right.